Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first gaming video here on YouTube. So for those of you that don't know, my Helldivers audio is completely out of whack. So ultimately I will not be streaming with super loud audio, simply for the fact that it's pretty bad. I've been streaming Helldivers a few times on Twitch since I was gifted it by my friend, because I was saying I wanted to start doing some gaming videos, and it's really weird. So I've played other games on my PC and I was testing things out, and this is the only game that has audio issues. I played games like Left 4 Dead on my PC, and I didn't have any audio issues, but you know, I still really enjoy Helldivers. I really love it a lot, and it's a very fun game. So we're still gonna continue to play Helldivers, but I just will have to figure out some way to make the audio not be, well, ear rapey. It's kind of hard, so I think what I'll do is I will just have the audio turned down as much as I can, and I'll have my speaking voice be louder than the game audio, just because it's completely destroyed. Like, I don't understand why the audio is so bad in this game. For me, it's crazy. I was messing around with a bunch of settings last night. I was testing. So I figured out the audio issue I was having with my React videos. It's because I had the desktop audio and the window audio playing at the same time. So that was a pretty easy fix. I just kind of forgot to undo it. But it's not listenable, at least for those reaction videos. So there's that at least. But when it comes to Helldivers, yeah, the audio is pretty cooked. But anywho, so we are going to be defending and evacuating these high-value assets. Hopefully somebody joins me, because if not, this is gonna be very bad. So I'm still pretty new to Helldivers. Like, I'm still, like, under level 10. And I don't really have a lot unlocked, so do forgive me if I'm really shit at the game. So my plan is, for these videos, for gaming, is to make them somewhere around an hour long, maybe more. It ultimately depends, but it's gonna take a lot longer to definitely go through these videos, and edit them, because what I might do is I might just delete some parts where, like, if we're waiting forever to get into a game, just kind of delete those parts so that way the action can just keep going. But yeah, no, this game is absolutely fun. I just don't have the time to play it a lot. Like I said, I'm only like level 9, so it's pretty difficult, but it's fine. I have a few friends that play Helldivers, so they've been kind of giving me tips on how to play the game and stuff. But the problem is, so we live in different time zones, right? Like, me and PC Boys, we live in different time zones, so playing Helldivers between us is difficult. But he did give me some, like, tips on how to do things. Man, we're having a lot of bugs come up here right out of the way. It's pretty insane. So I've fought, I think, the bugs the most so far, and the Illuminate second most, and I gotta say, the Illuminate are not fun enemies to fight whatsoever. Especially the flying guys. One thing I will say, though, I think that oh shit. I definitely think, fighting against, the Illuminate is pretty difficult overall. But as I was saying, lost my train of thought. The assault rifle in the Force of the Law war bond seems to be a lot weaker than the actual Liberator, which I find to be interesting. But I do like the stun effect at least. It keeps enemies from attacking me, so that's at least a plus about it. Jeez, we got a lot of bugs coming up right now. My goodness. I will say, the orbital Gatling barrage is actually pretty good, all things considered. It kind of, like, if you don't have a turret down for these defense missions, jeez, I keep getting blown. Oh my gosh. I keep getting blown up by my own frickin' mortars. Oh, great. Now I'm stuck underneath this fat son of a bitch. Maybe I can stun him? Oh, that seemed to have worked. Alright, now I just need to move a little bit. There we go. Take that, you fucking asshole. He's still alive. Dude, this is insane. Come on. There we go. Finally. Yeah, no, as you guys can hear, the audio is absolutely cooked on this game. I literally don't know what to do about it. Like, I've tried everything in terms of all my... Wow. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, no, I've tried everything in this game to have the audio be better, but I think it's just simply the game itself. Like I said, I tried audio with other games and everything was completely fine. I will say, though, when it comes down to the different factions, I have more fun fighting the bugs than the other factions. Mainly because I don't have to be dodging something every 2 seconds, you know? Which, I mean, yeah, you could say maybe I like the easiest faction, but, I mean, I'm trying to have fun, not be exactly stressed out, especially after a day of work. But I have today off, so, like, when I'm recording this is on Friday, and we have a 3-day weekend, because it's Easter weekend, so it's pretty nice to get a little extra time to play games and stuff. So here's something I wanted to talk about. I don't know exactly what I'm doing next for a reaction. I've had some potential thoughts of doing more Western Friends, or part of the Western Friends gaming, but something I've noticed about my channel lately is my viewership is not at the levels that I would say normally is. So, for instance, there's some videos that I put out, and I know that it's not going to get the viewership that other videos I've done do. Like, for instance, whenever I release a Shoe on Head or a J Daddy video, I normally expect those to do pretty well. Whenever I do, like, that one game review that I did, and, you know, stuff like that are kind of just, like, one-offs, I don't expect those to, you know, really take off at all or be really good. But ultimately, I've noticed even with J Daddy content and Shoe on Head content that my viewership's gone down. So I'm also trying to look at potentially doing content, you know, reaction content to stuff that, you know, everybody's looking for, just so I can get those numbers boosted up a little bit. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the algorithm has to do with it in terms of, like, not showing my content as much, or if my content is just straight up dog shit. Jeez and crikey, dude, if I keep blowing up like this is gonna be a problem. But yeah, no, so I don't really, you know, I don't really know what to do, because, like, I don't want to, you know, go away from the content that I'm creating right now, because I have fun reacting to it. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out why, you know, my viewership is lower than it used to be. That's why sometimes, like, I'll post on X or I'll post in the Discord about, like, you know, getting feedback from you guys, because I like to know where you guys are at. If you guys would prefer me to react to different content, is my, you know, just reactions not really entertaining? I don't really know. And so I try to figure that out. Sorry, I killed myself. That just kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, no, so I just kind of want to give you guys the best content possible. And I just think it's really difficult right now because I'm not exactly sure why everything's not performing the way that it used to. But I'm definitely going to do more of these gaming videos. Like I said, you know, I think if my channel is mainly gaming / reaction content, I think the better. But like I said, when it comes to my gaming stuff, it's going to be more live stream, like where I do an hour or close to an hour, maybe more, of gaming, and have that content out for you guys. But like I said, it'll vary, obviously. I'm still surprised nobody's joined to help me, because right now I am losing my doors and I'm dying. I'm dying so badly. I only got 2 lives left. But yeah, no, when it comes to the gaming content, it's definitely going to be on the channel a lot more. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a new mainstay along with the reaction content, so that way you guys can look forward to different things. I'm really gonna need some help right now because I have one of these gates completely destroyed, and looks like the other one is too, so yeah, that's kind of a problem. I'm gonna need somebody to join soon to help out because I'm just getting absolutely kind of overrun a little bit. I'm very surprised I've even lasted as long as I have right now. Because normally, like, if you're doing this by yourself, like, I don't really have any defenses, really. Like, I have the mortars, but they've been kind of a detriment to me so far, as opposed to a help. But, yeah, no, I'm gonna need some help, that's for sure. This is kind of one of the things about Helldivers that can be annoying is you need help, right? You know, like you need, you know, people to join your game, to help you with missions, and sometimes nobody does. And so sometimes you're kind of just stuck doing them by yourself, unless you go into a game with a full party. Oh, ow, that hurt. But yeah, sometimes you get stuck where, you know, you don't even get to have a full lobby, and so it can make playing missions very difficult. Like I said, the one nice thing though about fighting the bugs is you don't have to worry about getting shot at. I mean, outside of like the pukers and stuff, but it's relatively pretty easy to avoid, as opposed to like fighting the bots or fighting against the Illuminate. So most of the time I just communicate with people in the actual text chat because the amount of times I've joined games and people freak out because I'm a girl is, like, it's not really an interaction that I like. So I tend to just text as opposed to talk in game chat, just so that way I don't have, you know, guys doing the whole, like, simping, trying to one-up each other kind of thing. So that way I can just enjoy the experience. And another reason is too, is like, you know, after a long day of working and, you know, just being busy and talking, I don't want to talk a lot when I get home, but I think, you know, if I do it at least as like a voice recording, you know, like, or a voiceover, or maybe that's not the word I'm looking to describe it, but like if I can like record my voice being in like my own private Discord call or something for the video, but not have to talk with the actual people in game, I think that would be better. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think we're kind of cooked right now. We're getting backed up into this corner, and I don't have anything to call down whatsoever. All I have is my grenade launcher, and even that's going to run out of ammo here soon, because I think I'm on my last belt of grenade launcher ammo, if I remember correctly. So this is going to be not good, but I can take out quite a few of them right here. Try to anyways. Oh geez. Yeah, no, this isn't fun. I've seen people call down mechs and stuff. Like, this would be a perfect time to have a mech right now. I'm really just trying to keep them off these generators, but I still have a whole, like, 3 capsules I have to, well, make that 2 that I have to get going, but yeah, this isn't gonna work. Like, I'm not going to be able to complete this mission successfully. It's just not even remotely possible at this point. I'm kind of just holding on to dear life right now, and they just called in a bug breach. Yeah, it's kind of over. It's kind of over. Ow! Because we are 100% cooked right now. Oh my gosh. We got absolutely destroyed. And now I'm stuck. I find it interesting. Somebody joins the mission as soon as the mission is a failure. Like, bro, no way. This is just terrible. This is just ultimately really sad. I can't believe it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. That's another major thing I find in this game that's pretty difficult, is sometimes you get stuck inside of the actual map and stuff, and then there's nothing you can do about it. So you have to blow yourself up. Sometimes you get knocked out of it, but that kind of rarely happens. So this guy joined in, and literally joined in as soon as the mission failed. Like, I feel bad for him. Could have used it like 10 minutes ago. Alright, well, at least I get to come back down into the game and try here to exfil. We'll see if it works out. Got 2 lives. I think that's more than enough. And that guy just left the game. I swear this one game in particular is just like a self-writing joke at this point. It is what it is, though. Not really much I can do about it. These ion storms, man. Can't call in nothing whatsoever. Sometimes you kind of forget about that and you go to pull a stratagem up and then it's just jammed. But it is what it is. Well, hopefully we can at least get some kind of, you know, rewards from that mission, because that was not a great mission, in all honesty. Oh boy. Well, let's see what we get for rewards at least, because I mean we did make it through most of the mission, so I would assume they'd give me some kind of credit for that. Yeah, they gave me a decent amount, all things considered. I got a 3 out of 4 stars, so I mean, I'd say that's pretty good, but unfortunately I didn't get the medals that I needed, so. But, I mean, hey, that works. Anywho, though, at least we got something. Well, I'm glad I finally found a squad to play with after all this time. I mean, so basically, when I joined up on them last game, I didn't know that me leaving was going to be like a problem, but it's like, guys, I'm new at the game, please forgive me, you know? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you guys weren't done with doing what you're doing. But yeah, so, I'm gonna spread some democracy. So I was told by my buddies, and when I say buddies, I mean like my multitude of friends that play Helldivers, and they were telling me that these missions really suck, like the spreading democracy missions really suck if you're doing it in terms of like, you know, fighting against the bots and fighting against the Illuminate. They said with the bugs it's dealable, but when you're fighting against the bots and the Illuminate, because you're getting shot at and blown up and stuff, like, it is so hard to deal with all of it. And I can understand why. I can very much see why that would be very difficult. But this one shouldn't take too long, I wouldn't think. I mean, we're not even on any of the hardest difficulties. So, I wouldn't think that this one would be that hard, but, you know, who knows? We'll see what happens. I really love the Helipod launch sequence. It's so cool. Like, it's truly one of those things that just gets me excited to drop down, especially like when you're getting on Helldivers for your first game of the day and you just hear the Helldivers music when you're dropping down. It's so nice. I guess on the console, like, you know, when you drop down you get the whole animation, but on PC sometimes you don't. I don't know why that is. Anywho, man, we already got bugs on us. Okay. I will say, I think the grenade launcher works pretty well on the bugs, getting rid of like the hordes of them. The only difficulty is controlling it, especially if you accidentally shoot the grenade too close and blow yourself up. So see, we got this flag over here. Looks closer, so I think we should go for that one first, because then when we do the last one, we can just pick up that larvae canister on the way back. Makes no sense to me anyways. You know, some of these maps have very creepy atmospheres. I feel like Helldivers could be a horror game. Like, the world for it could be definitely used for a horror game for sure. Especially with things like the bugs. And the rip-off Terminators, you know, the automatons. Gotta collect all these samples. I still got so much to upgrade. I guess one of my buddies hasn't even fully upgraded his ship yet, and he's up there near, like, level 100, so... The grind is definitely very long in this game, by the sounds of it. But, you know, I think fighting the bugs is just very fun, especially when you compare it to the other factions, especially the Illuminate when they're just flying on you the whole time. Yeah, that shit I can see, you know, not being fun. Plus, you know, it's just nice to be able to take out groups of bugs. Like, it's super satisfying. I don't know, killing the bugs just seems more satisfying than killing the automatons and or the Illuminate. For me personally. I don't know. It's kind of like they're like water bags or something. I hate the bugs where even if you shoot their head off, they're still alive for a little longer after that. Those bugs are super annoying. I hope that takes him out. Oh, geez. Well, that's not good. I almost had that whole flag done, too. So ridiculous. Okay. They all went to the other flag. That's crazy. I almost got that flag done all by myself. Well, now all we gotta do is just make sure they don't get over here. We'll be all good. Damn, that guy got fucked up hard. Bro stood no chance. The amount of big boys there are right here right now is insane. But that Gatling barrage take care of most of them. I really love playing into like the Helldiver lore and stuff. It's so cool. I recently got added into a Helldivers Discord and it's so freaking cool. Especially with all the different people playing in there and being patriotic and stuff. It's so dope. They just keep coming. It's so insane. They just keep coming and coming. But yeah, no, I can understand why playing these missions against the other factions would be a lot more difficult and annoying, because imagine having like War Striders and Voxels getting dropped on you as you're sitting on the flag and you have literally no cover to hide behind or anything. At least with the bugs, they have to get up close and personal to do anything to you. So at bare minimum, you can at least keep them away from you. But yeah, when you're playing against ranged targets, it's much harder. Well, the first flag's done, so that's good. Now we just gotta move to the next one, and then we should be pretty golden after that. I really like this assault rifle, not so much for like the damage output of it, but the fact that it at least stuns the enemies. Like him, he could have puked on me, but because I had the electric rounds, he got stunned instead, so it just kind of works out. Another big boy right here. He's done for. Although I will say, fighting bugs on higher difficulties are probably not as fun as fighting them on hard, so. Like I said, I don't know why the audio is so bad. Like, this is something you're going to hear throughout all my videos, but it's crazy. So, when I'm playing the game, I don't hear the audio super bad, but like whenever I check in on like Streamlabs, it sounds so chopped. Like, I don't understand it. Like, anytime there's an explosion, if there's like a rocket or anything like that, there's just crazy sounds. That's why I'm gonna have the gameplay turned so down, like the gameplay audio, because it's just so ear rapey. I'd rather have my voice be the bigger voice output than the game audio, at least just for this game in particular. Like I said, I don't know why this is the case. I've looked around for every potential answer and nothing has been solved. I was hoping after the recent update they had that it might have fixed something, but I was wrong. I really want to get a mech. That's going to be cool once I finally get to be the level cap needed for that. I think it's 30 to get the mech. I could be wrong, but I think it's level 30. Anywho, though. Now we can finally get this one flag done that I almost had done all by myself, which will be nice. I like, too, how there's like a little rover that sits on the flag and kind of helps shoot enemies. That's also pretty nice. Pick up my samples and my grenade launcher. I wonder if I'm coming down with like a cold or something. My nose is bothering me. Oh, here we go, blowing up the stupid bugs again. But this time I have people to help me, so shouldn't have to worry about the outcome. Not like I'm still alive. Well, not anymore. Just shoot all my grenades at them. I kind of wish the grenade launcher was a little bit more effective. They have like a, I guess like a belt grenade launcher in one of the war bonds, but I heard it was weaker than the default grenade launcher, so I think I'll just stick with this one. Good crowd control. It's kind of funny because the Force of the Law war bond has like a electric grenade launcher. And my buddy was saying it's actually really good against the automatons. And like stunning them, but also doing a good amount of damage because they're robots after all, or like part robots, so. I hear it's pretty slow to reload though, so. I mean, you have to deal with that as well. This Gatling barrage is so nice. I think it's actually one of the more underutilized orbitals, and it's actually very solid to use. Well, we completed the mission, so now we're just on our way back. Probably pick up some of the escape pods if possible.
Heavy. Southeast. Close.
Man, they just keep coming up this hill. They're all gonna get taken out. Oh shit! My guy in the exosuit looks like he's gonna blow up soon. Bro's having a hard time walking in that thing. Just spreading democracy. No biggie. I will say these DSS Eagle strikes, sometimes they work out in your favor, and then there's sometimes it really doesn't work out in your favor and it kills you instead. The amount of times that's happened to me is pretty nuts. Oh, look at that. We have a little bug nest up here to take out. Well, that'll be good to do. I gotta say, the audio goes so crazy when the DSS just starts shooting all their different kinds of Eagle strikes and stuff. The audio just goes so haywire. On Streamlabs, it's insane. Oh, we uses a lot of samples here, so that's good. Gonna need those to upgrade the ship. I'm looking more for the rare ones at this point than I am the commons, but I mean, you need both.
Enemy elite. Southwest.
Is there like a cap on samples at all? Like, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm asking. Because if there is, then I'd like to know that for future reference. Oh, at least I can get some supplies, so that's good. Just gonna head over this way. Got ourselves a escape pod over here. Hopefully something good in it. Metals or super credits, preferably. See what we get. Oh geez, now I'm on fire. I don't know what that was all about. I'll pick up the specimen. And it's just a sniper, of course it is. Of course it couldn't be something more useful. Anywho, we'll continue to go this way. Oh great, here comes the DSS strikes again. Just gotta hope and pray, don't hit you. Just gotta keep going. We're gonna be close to extract here soon anyways. Then after that, probably be the last game. Once we extract from this. Be coming up on about the hour mark of recording. Also, I should probably note, just because I record an hour or so of gameplay doesn't mean I'm gonna, put the whole hour or so gameplay in, because obviously there could be a long time between actually getting from one game to another. Like if we decide to stay on the ship for a while prepping, game connection failures, stuff like that. So, I might record for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but not even use a quarter of that recording. It all really just kind of depends on what ends up happening with the servers and the games themselves, so it's kind of up in the air. And then you got these bones in the ground. I remember back when they had the Into the Unjust trailer, people were talking about the big Hive Lord worm, and these were like the teasers way back then for it, and then they put it in the game. Let's hope that we get some really like cool secret enemies here in the future. I know with the whole Cyber Sands thing, it was because the cyborgs and the automatons took the plans for the Star of Peace. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do with that storyline for this, in terms of like the bots. Because my assumption is that we'll have to like destroy their version of the Star of Peace or something in the future. That'd be my guess, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty close to the extraction. Specimen will give us some extra points, which will be nice. Hopefully A1 has the extraction already on its way by the time we get there. Oh geez, I can only imagine. Oh, we took out a spore spewer. Okay, that works out fine. For a minute I was like, oh no, I can only wonder why he's throwing down a laser for. But that would make sense, I guess. And a bug nest, so that's good. Oh geez. Got these guys off to my left. Sorry, I was looking at my phone really quick. Kind of distracted me. And of course the bugs end up sneaking up on me. Yeah, no, we need to get out of here before we get overrun by bugs. The thing about fighting the bugs is you can go from like having like a very clear area to getting overrun so fast. Like it's pretty crazy how quick the turnaround can be. Alright, let's get this. Oh, come on. Finally, okay, got it right. The amount of times I fail it, my inputs too are insane, especially when you're on the battlefield and things get very hectic. The amount of times I can fail my inputs is so bad. Truly is a very sad time. My buddy has tried to stream Helldivers quite a few times, but his PlayStation remote play keeps failing on him. So he hasn't been able to, record Helldivers on stream, unfortunately. He's like, it really sucks because I love playing Helldivers. So. These DSS strikes, man. Sometimes, oh. Who shot me? Oh, maybe I accidentally got shot by my teammate in the mech suit. Potentially. Honestly, I'm not even sure what killed me. I didn't see a turret back there, so I didn't think that was the case. Let's see, I got about 54 seconds till extraction. Should be a walk in the park, I think. I would think if we were going to have more resistance, we would have seen the resistance by now. The amount of just bullets in the sky is absolutely crazy. The taste of democracy. At least I think that's what it says. Yeah, that's what it says on the soda machine. Taste of democracy. The in-universe, like, patriotism is pretty crazy. Goes pretty hard. I love it. The lore of this game is quite fascinating. Gotta love the napalm. Gotta love the napalm. So yeah, in terms of the lore of my Helldivers character, like, I'm pretty much like a police officer. And we do peacekeeping operations as part of the force of law. And that's pretty much all we do, is we just, you know, take place in peacekeeping operations. But when it comes to, like, the actual, like, going on to, like, full military stuff, like in cities, or like the bots and stuff like that, like, we leave that for some of the bigger squads. The Truth Enforcers are very interesting. Them and the Redacted Regiment are kind of like one and the same, in my opinion, because they're both very, like, secretive. And one is kind of like a police force, and the other one is literally, like, redacted. But okay, guys, mission complete. W's. I'm gonna get off for the night. I feel like I've recorded for quite a bit, but I hope you all have a very happy Easter.